Curtis & Son Funeral Home presents a look at obituaries this morning. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home, Curtis & Son Funeral Home. Graveside service for Johnny Bryant, age 63, will be today at 2 p.m. from Andrews Chapel Cemetery, with the Reverend Donnie Blackman officiating. Burial, of course, in the Andrews Chapel Cemetery in Hanover. Mr. Bryant died Monday, April the 18th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Emery Wade Wilson, age 77, of Jasper, is Friday at 2 o'clock from Radley Smith Chapel, with the Reverend Gene Carver officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mr. Wilson died Sunday, April 17th at Brookwood Health Services in Walker County. He was a U.S. Army veteran, a Shelby County Sheriff's Deputy for some 4 years, and over 30 years in the automobile industry. He was also an avid ham radio operator. The station for Mr. Wilson will be Friday, April 22nd, noon until 2 at Radley Smith Funeral Home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga directing. Funeral service for Brandon Levette Cunningham, age 43, is noon today at Antioch Baptist Church. Reverend Matthew Leonard officiating. Interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Mr. Cunningham died April 13th. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Mr. William Thomas Studdard, age 75, of Talladega, died April 17th. Graveside funeral service today at 2 from Pine Hill Memorial Park Mausoleum, with the Reverend Jackie Morgan officiating. The family receiving friends today, 12:30 until 1:30 at Earth Street Funeral Home in Talladega. Mr. Studdard served in the National Guard for over 15 years and was retired from Kimberly-Clark. Online condolences at earthstreetfuneralhome.com. Earth Street Funeral Home, Talladega directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Lisa D. Wells Williamson, age 57, of Talladega, is today at 2 o'clock from Talladega Funeral Home. Brother Larry Wells officiating. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. The family receiving friends today, 1 o'clock until service time at the funeral home. Mrs. Williamson died Sunday night at Citizens BMC. Online condolences at TalladagaFuneralHomeInc.com. Talladega Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Miss Tracy Blankenship. Miss Tracy Blankenship, age 51, of Alexander City, is today at 2 o'clock from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Reverend Shane Dismuke officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. Miss Blankenship died Sunday, April 17th at UAB in Birmingham. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. And memorial service for Carrie Allen Vincent, age 52, is today at 2 o'clock from Day Spring Assembly of God in Sylacauga, with the Reverend Nathan Pascal officiating. Mr. Vincent died April the 17th. In lieu of flowers, memorials can be made to the Day Spring Assembly of God in Sylacauga. That's a look at obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and of course the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home is Curtis & Son Funeral Home. Obituaries, too, brought to you by Earlene's Flowers and More. Say it with flowers this Mother's Day from Earlene's Flowers and More on the Talladega Highway in Sylacauga.